Hey, everybody, welcome back to Winamac Hockey. Today is the start of free agency frenzy, and we're going to start by talking about the Edmonton Oilers, who wasted no time to make a splash. So far in the free agency, they have re-signed Evander Kane. They have also signed Jack Campbell, so they finally got the goaltender that they've been looking for, and they also re-signed Brett Kulak. So, what do you think of the moves? Is Edmonton going in the right direction here, or do you think that some of these signings might hold them back a little bit?
I think if you look at Edmonton, you have to ask yourself, if they had Jack Campbell in the 2022 playoffs, do you think they would be the Stanley Cup champions right now and not Colorado? Because that goaltending was terrible. Colorado could not keep the puck out of the net, but neither could Edmonton. Edmonton could just keep the puck out even less. So if they had some solid goaltending, maybe it's a different story, and McDavid's jersey sells even more because it's got the Stanley Cup patch on it. But I think this is a great signing. They addressed the exact problem that they had, and they're going to be an exciting team to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. A goaltender that they've been looking for can make a world of a difference. Matt, what do you think about their signings, Jack Campbell and Evander Kane, most notably?
Yeah, I think the Kane one mostly especially I think is a really great signing. He was a guy who I thought would get a lot of money. I thought somebody would really overpay for him when it came out, especially with how good of a playoffs he had. So the fact that they only got him for $5 million, that's a steal, especially when he's going to be probably switching between the first and second line for him this year. He's going to be playing a lot of minutes, and only paying $5 million to a dude who's probably going to have a really good year is a great thing. And also Campbell, as much as he gets slack for not being able to help Toronto get over the hump this year, I think he had a really good year for them, and he definitely broke out, especially since he was more of a backup role in every other spot he's been. He really showed he could be a starting goaltender in the league this year, and Edmonton gave him that contract to show that, and I think he's going to be definitely a big upgrade over a guy like Mikko Koskinen and Mike Smith.
Yeah, so we know that these guys are definitely going to help them perform better. Let's kind of talk briefly about their contracts, though, as well. Evander Kane, Matt, like you said, he signed for $5 million a year for the next 4 years, and Jack Campbell signed a 5x5. What do you guys think about the contracts? Matt, you already mentioned Evander Kane's. What do you think about Jack Campbell's contract? And then Jake will come to you next.
I think the Campbell contract is pretty good for what you're getting from a starting goaltender. I mean, this is a dude who's probably going to play if just over 60 games for him this year. Probably going to be easily their number one goaltender. So paying him $5 million, you're going to expect him to play well. That's one thing that's really going to have to come from this. But I think he's going to be able to give you good production. I mean, as good as Toronto's defense was, there was spots where Campbell had to become a hero in net there and try to save them in games. And I think that's something that he'll bring over with him to Edmonton, and he'll really make this contract look good when it's all said and done.
Mm-hmm. Jake, thoughts as well?
So I think you look at Jack Campbell, and the most recent comparable is Matt Murray, who just got moved to Toronto. They're paying him over 4.5, I think, so it's very close contract-wise. And I would much rather have Jack Campbell than Matt Murray, especially with how well he fit in that Toronto system. So I think the contract's great. With Evander Kane, we're going to see way too many gambling jokes, and that is a safe bet. Yeah, it's a great contract, though. And I think Evander Kane proved that he's a good fit for Edmonton, and I think they gave him a fair deal. It wasn't an overpay, but it's enough to keep a smile on his face.
Yeah, so fellas, absolutely agree with everything you had to say. So for those of you watching, let us know what you think of Edmonton's signings so far this free agency period. Do you think they're heading in the right direction, and do you think that they have a chance to finally break through and make the Stanley Cup Finals next season? We'll see you next time on Winamac Hockey.